It's crazy. I just made a post. Go check it out. Asking, would you be mad if Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie drafted a offensive lineman in the first round? Now it's looking like that might happen even more. Let's talk about it, y'all. Yo, that. A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is, your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General here reporting for duty. Listen, man, if you haven't done it, please make sure you hit that sub button right down there. I appreciate it in advance. And also hit the like for your boy, man. We already know, man, you smash that like, pushes me out there, man, you know, increases the algorithm or whatever that all that fly stuff is. But I do know if you hit the like, man, it helps your boy out. All right, so if you want to know where to get the merch, man, I told you I got new flavors, man. Colors like now laters, man. You know, this just came in the mail, man. Looking all crispy, looking right, man. You know, man. The hat matched the shirt matched the hat. All right. Fresh fact of the day is, listen, the fresh fact of the day is, stop watering dead plants. Stop watering dead plants. And what I mean by that, and what I say by that is, here's the thing. Stop texting people that you always text first. Whether it be a significant other, or you think that's a significant other, whether it be a family member who only calls you when they want money or need something. Stop texting them and see how long it takes for them to text you. Just think about some things, man. When I say stop watering dead plants, sometimes the relationship to how you feel is not how they feel. And sometimes to get how they feel, you had to put them in the shoes that you're in. You're sitting there waiting for their texts. You're sitting there saying that they got your back. Well, you do that to them and see how and then that's when you see where they really stand with you. All right, let's get into the video. Shout out to my guy Brandon Brooks, man. Y'all already know how I feel about him. Was solid ever since we got him from the Texans. Real stand-up dude. Held his own, had anxiety issues, but still he did, conquer those in a lot of different ways. You get what I'm saying? And probably is a Hall of Famer. He's definitely an Eagle Hall of Famer, but probably an NFL Hall of Famer. So my question was yesterday, and I was going to make the video yesterday, just looking at some situations and some mock drafts. Shout out to Philly Mike, put me on a couple mock drafts, and a couple guys had us taking a lineman in the first round. So I sat there and I thought, like, damn, we do need other situations. You do need talent, but if you don't have nothing to protect the talent, then you're in trouble. Not saying we don't have nothing, but you also want to keep that trend going. You don't never want, and this is what the Philadelphia Eagles has done since Andy Reid has been here. It don't matter who the coach is, they're always going to make sure that the offensive line is tight. Even when Chip Kelly was here, we had a good offensive line. They was just gassed by not getting any breaks, but the offensive line still was good. Drafting Lane Johnson, picking up Brooks, drafting Kelsey. So when you look at the situation of these guys on their way out, even Lane Johnson, Kelsey, we don't know what he's going to do. We might have a different right side next year. From the middle to the right side, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen with Lane Johnson. We know Brandon Brooks, he's done. Shout out to him, though. And then we don't know what Kelsey's going to be doing. So it makes the question that I asked more potent. Just in 24 hours. Makes the question that I asked way more potent of getting a lineman in the first round. And I think that now you're probably going to have to do that. It's some prospects I see out there. I don't want to drop any names. I don't want to mess no names up. I'm gonna do some due diligence, but this kind of, laid on my lap, and I'm like, damn, pause. But I'm like, damn, Brandon Brooks really gone. Not gone, but he ain't playing no more. And to me, I think that you do have your guy at right guard in Landon Dickerson. But here's the thing: who's going to be the center? Are they grooming Landon Dickerson to be right guard, or are they grooming Landon Dickerson to take the helms from Kelsey? Because we know that he can do both. So no matter what, you're still going to have a right guard or a center if Kelsey doesn't play. A lot of things are going to be determined, and losing Brooks is not going to help this situation. A guy that he's been comfortable with for up 10 years, and losing him, now he is going to war with these newer guys, man, and I think it's still working. But you want to talk about dominance of a right side? None of these new guys right now can't touch what Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, and Kelsey did on that side. We talk about Jason Peters, right? We talk about Jason Peters, respecting. We get it, we understand it. And we talk about Big V. Talk about Big V in that Super Bowl run because Brandon Brooks wasn't there. And I get it, I understand it. But here's the thing. When Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson played together, they was dominant. They wasn't giving up no sacks. They was barely giving up any sacks at all. And it's going to be hard to find that tandem again, but you're going to have to start looking now. Not when Lane Johnson is out the door. Brandon Brooks is already out the door, and we don't know what Kelsey is going to do. So to me, I don't have no problem, even if you're going to try to trade for a guy. It ain't like you don't got the money. But I don't have no problem using one of the first-round picks. I wanted it all on defense, but I have no problem with the offensive line because we seen what happened to a Patrick Mahomes just 2 years ago in the Super Bowl. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing. He was running for his life because they didn't have any offensive linemen. And that's something that this team predicated themselves on. And skilled players does come second. But you definitely got to get skilled players, so you got to find a way to balance things. But to me, the offense, you can't do anything without the offensive line being healthy. So shout out to Brandon Brooks, man. Him not being here is definitely a hurt piece, but we have made it without him. As cruel as that might sound, but it's the truth. We have made it without Brandon Brooks, and I think that we will be all right, especially if you get somebody in this draft as dominant as Landon Dickerson. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. You already know. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that!
Stay Philly, stay fresh.